Subway Surfers is the most popular mobile game of all time with more than 4 billion downloads. I decided to absolutely ruin it by turning it into a horror game. Turning a cute little mobile game into a horror game is not easy. I mean, the only thing that is scary about Subway Surfers is the body proportions of the security guard. Like, why is there so much distance between his legs?
I don't care who got the fatty.
Oh, hell no, man.
So as the first thing, I'm gonna ask AI to give me some ideas.
Just replace the security with your mom. Everybody will be running for their life.
After creating a new Unity project, I started I placed 3 rectangles into the scene that represent railways. I put some extremely realistic trains on them, and then created a script that makes the player always go forwards. But currently the game lacks the main mechanic, which is switching lanes. So I edited this script, and now we can switch lanes like a real G. And why am I holding a breath? The movement feels very linear, just like a graph of my dating history, which is constantly at 0. To fix this problem, I added head bob to the game. Now your head moves as you run. I also added jump and slide, can you believe that? I know you wish you could also jump and slide, but pray to God, keep working hard, and maybe one day you can. Okay, now I need to change these ugly prototype models with real ones. I opened up a 3D modeling software to make an abandoned train model, but then I realized that I suck at 3D modeling, cause what the frick is this? So I opened up Sketchfab and searched for some free train models because I'm broke as hell, and I found this 3D scan of an abandoned boxcar with 1.3 million vertices, which will cook my PC and start a fire in my house. I also found this thing called buffer, which is apparently used to stop trains, but I used it as an obstacle to jump over, because why not? Now I have some alternative obstacle ideas, but I think I'm gonna go with the buffer. Then I made AI make this rusty signboard, which fits the horror theme of the game, and this railway model, which actually looks quite decent. And if you didn't know, yes, AI now makes 3D models as well. We are fucked. Finally, I downloaded this ground texture from Sketchfab and imported all of them into the scene. Here's how the game looks so far. It looks nice, but it's not scary at all. I need to make it look like my life, so it's actually scary. I changed the default skybox with a night skybox, and then removed all the lights in the scene, because as George Washington once said, horror games must be dark. But now I can't see shit, so I added a flashlight, because a horror game without a flashlight is not a real horror game. Sides of the railways are empty. The game needs some environment design. I went to Sketchfab and found this model that has multiple scary trees. Like, they're just some trees without leaves, but they look scary, I don't care. Then I stole this volumetric fog system from a horror game I'm working on, placed these trees into the scene, and then added some volumetric fog. Finally, it started to look like a horror game. Now it's time for the most important thing, and that is enemies, or ops, as me and my homies call them in Compton. Gang. Subway Surfers doesn't really have any enemies outside this cutie patootie. But since I'm turning it into a horror game, I have to add some. I searched for some scary models that I can steal. Use. And I found some SCP models that also have some cool animations. I guess he's having a mental breakdown right now. You okay, buddy?
I'm not having a mental breakdown, lil bro. I just dropped my phone on my face.
Bro looks like if Minecraft Skeleton and Slenderman had a baby. So I added this thing into the game. Oh my god, look at this dude posture, bro. He's evolving back to a shrimp. Then I replaced the fatty patootie from the original game with this extremely good looking police officer. You should start a skincare routine, man, like, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, and you should stop disappointing your parents. Like you're 22 with no real job, bro, and yo Goofy has still got only 3,000 subscribers. Like, come on my G, even my grandma's TikTok account is bigger than your channel. Like, what are you talking about?
Currently, we don't have a way to fight the enemy, so I found this amazing shotgun model with arms. It's a very detailed model that allows you to control anything. It comes with animations, but I decided to make the necessary animations myself. Then I added a muzzle flash and a shotgun sound effect, and now we have a working shotgun. Take that, you little piece of shit. The enemies vanish into thin air when we shoot them. To fix that, we need some animations.
What the dog doing?
I downloaded 3 animations from Mixamo and made a system for it, so every time you shoot an enemy, one of these animations play randomly, adding variety to the game. What happened? Talk no, talk no, talk no. Next thing I'm gonna do is adding some jump scares.
I'm semi-I automatic.
This is the model I'm gonna be using for the jump scare. Oh, what a heartwarming smile this guy has. The last time he brushed his teeth, people were still playing Among Us. Y'all remember the mask mandates? That wasn't for COVID, that was for him. So I got this model and made a system for it. Every time you run right next to a train, there's a 10% chance that this thing will jump in front of you to scare the shit out of you. I also found something called the Train Eater. I honestly don't have any idea on what it is and why it exists, but I used it anyways. Hello? What are you doing here, dude? I actually made a special level for these Train Eaters. All the lanes are full of bullets to collect. Train Eaters spawn at 2 randomly selected lanes, and they come at you at full speed. There's no way to kill them, so you have to avoid them by switching your lane. Subway Surfers has endless gameplay, so we need a system that procedurally generates the game as the player moves. I don't even know what procedurally means. Huh? I said it because it makes me sound smart. Since it's a little bit complex and I'm lazy as shit, I asked AI to do it for me. I got a lot of stuff to do, man. I could really use some help. ChatGPT is a little rude today, so I made it myself by using my incredible coding skills. And now, the game generates itself as you move forward. The game is currently a silent film with almost no sound effects, which is illegal if you're making a horror game. I started by adding sound effects for player movement, and now the player makes noises when we jump and slide. I also added some footstep and breathing sounds to make the chase feel more realistic. I added some disturbing sounds for the enemies.
Shut your fucking mouth!
The security doesn't make any sounds while chasing us, so I gave him a few terrifying lines to shout from behind us.
Keep running. It makes the hunt more fun.
Man, shut the
Then I designed a scary sound effect for the Train Eaters. And last but not least, I added a chase music to increase the tension. I think there's nothing left to do, so here's some gameplay. Let's go.
Keep running. It makes the hunt more fun. Every time you blink, I get closer.